Hello, my name is Trydar. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build an Orthodox church in Minecraft. Let's get started. Alright, let's take a look at our Orthodox church here, done in the typical Byzantine/Theodosian style here, with the alternating brickwork and diorite. Pretty snazzy. It's meant to echo the Theodosian walls that I've done before, as well as the small Roman bathhouse, but today I wanted to add an Orthodox style church to complement it. And this one here is actually done in the style of the Hagia Sophia on the inside. The outside has been done in pretty much the same way, and oh dear, looks like I have forgotten to turn on peaceful. There we go. Alright. No more slimes. Let's see. So, of course, we have the typical square plan down here with a dome on top and an Orthodox cross there at the top of the dome. So, for the exterior, what you see is what you get. There's one of these, it's kind of a challenging building style to do in the sense that you have to wrap the exterior masonry here around the frame of the building. It's one of these buildings you have to build it from the inside out first, and then you have to get the masonry on the outside just as tight as you can while preserving all the relevant structural detailing and everything. So while this is not exactly the Hagia Sophia, you could call this a mini Sophia. It's because, as I said, it's done in the same way, and without further ado, let's land and take a look inside. And you can see exactly what I mean. We have the central dome up there, and two half domes on the right and the left. And then, of course, the arch and a couple of pillars over here as well. And where we came in at, we've got just an archway there for the door and some other windows. But down here, we, of course, have the east end where the altar is down here underneath the three scalloped half domes, and of course we've got an altar here for your church and another glowing glowstone Greek cross here on the inside as well. But except I had to bend it around the apse here, so it's it looks good from this angle. You know, it's one of those, looks a little less good from the side. But yeah, okay, so here on the floor, I've elected to sheath the entire floor in here with glass. Not only to make it spawn proof, but just because I kind of like doing that, especially with the shaders and everything. We can get a nice shimmering glass effect on our floor. It should still look good without this in survival, though. And without the connected glass texture, too, I think it'll look fine. But beneath that, we've got a nice little pattern down here as well. And I should say that if you want to, you can change materials on this. If you want to change the lapis out for some more gold, or if you want to perhaps change the cut copper out for gold instead, or gold and gold ore, you could make it very, very bright in here. But I'm really just a fan of the lapis and the cut copper. I think it works really well together. So that's why I've gone for this color scheme in here. But of course, you can change it out as you want to. Looks pretty nice. Of course, you know, as I said, the exterior is done in Theodosian style, but of course the interior is done just like Justinian's Hagia Sophia, except for the second level of columns. Otherwise, it's done in the same way. All the proportions and everything for that are correct anyway. Just a bit scaled down, so we can have a nice smaller church. It's more bite-sized, you could say. Well, I mean, it's kind of a medium-sized actually. We could probably make it somewhat smaller if we wanted to, but we would lose a lot of detail. I think it looks pretty good. So, with all that aside, you've seen the materials list in the opening first seconds of the video and everything, along with the dimensions. So, of course, we are going to start all the phases for the tutorial itself. I think that we can probably fit this into a single video. So, Let's first establish our perimeter for the building. Of course, down here you want to place 3 cobblestone half slabs, then a bit of brick, and then boy, that's a tongue tester, a bit of brick. And then we want to count for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 blocks will get us to that point there, and then we want to turn and count for, not counting that one, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 15, 18, 19, 20 blocks, another 3 slabs, and then count for 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 to get all the way back there. And then for this one, the other side here is, get some altitude. No, let's look at it that way. So you can see here, the right side of the building is symmetrical to the left side of the building. So you can start back down here, count all that again, going this way, and then back this way, and then just do a straight run of diorite right across the back. All right, now before we fill in all the grass, we want to establish the footprint for the foundation of our church. Here you want to do 3 by 3 cobble, and then 3 by 1 on either side of diorite, and then 3 blocks of oak tree trunks on their side here. And then we want to count for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a diagonal of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here for 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 3 here for another door, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 diagonal, 4 straight, 4 diagonal, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and block number 6 here will get you right on what is going to be the center line for the church. Now if we go through the other end here, draw our center line coming out this side. Of course, what we built here on the left side, you just mirror image that on the right side. You can use what you place down on the left side here to help you get everything on the right side. It's exactly the same numbering, it's just mirrored on either side of the center line. All right, let's lower down a bit. So this here is going to be the patterning. For the floor, I would suggest that you start on this end and start right here with this pattern down the middle. Right, like that there. We'll just scan across that. Right there. And then start placing out this pattern here for the left side. Right there. And then just mirror that entire pattern again here on the right side up here. Okay. And once you have done that and counted out everything, I mean, the tiles of the floor are really just 5 by 5 repeating patterns. There's only 2 of them. I don't think it'll be any trouble for you. Just like so. And then we will go on to the next phase, which is, of course, the next slice or block level up from that one. We did that one, now we're doing this one. So for that one, we want to extend up our stairs a bit with the cobble here. Extend up the diorite a little bit. Another block of bricks there. Boy, we're going to have trouble saying that. And then behind that, I forgot to mention, wherever place you didn't place the cobble deep slate in here, you want to fill all that in with grass blocks. And then on top of the grass blocks, you then want to edge everything out with this pattern here of whatever your favorite leaf block is. I went with oak here, but you know, just any leaf block will do. I think perhaps the cherry leaf blocks is not one you want to use. I think it'll might contrast too much with the red brick. We want to have just a little green on it, so I would use at least a green block. Unless you're building it in the desert, then you're kind of out of luck on that. All right, so just edge all of that out. Add a bit more here for this section of stair. And then behind that, we want to do the same thing back here with the leaf blocks. Just making that pattern there. You can see right behind the bricks, you're edging out everything with leaves, skipping a block and edging it out again. And then you're following the contour of the foundation. that you put down. Oh, and by the way, you want to put a brick half slab right on top of all on top of all this dot right here where we put the torches. You want to do brick half slabs all the way around, and a big rectangle, just skipping the places where the places are for stairs. All right. Behind that, on top of the cobbled deep slate, back down here, you want to extend all of that up, but in some places you want to edge around with lapis. Right here. So we're going to take a look from the top down of the left section here. Well, actually, I think I should probably count some of this stuff out. So if we count from our center line here, you want to place this band of calcite, and then 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here for your freestanding column bases, you want a piece of cobbled deep slate, and then 4 blocks of lapis around that, and then skip for 5 calcite, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. I think there was too many 2s. 1, 3, 1, 3, 3 angled, 1, and then 1, 2, and 3, and then right here, of course, is our center line going through the middle of our church. And then behind that, in between the leaf blocks, fill all that in with cobbled deep slate filler blocks. Finish off our foundation. And on the floor for the rest of it, you can see it's just a simple sheath of light blue stained glass, full blocks, going across the entire thing. Just right on top of the floor you place down. Of course, I should mention that if you want to change the floor colors, you might want to pick a complementary color for the glass. Like if you do with the golden floor, you might try something like, I don't know if yellow, you might try orange, stained glass with that, depending. I mean, I'll leave it up to you. It's going to be your church building, so you can redecorate the colors however you want them. All right, let's go on to the next phase. Let me see. We've got 2, 3, 4 brick half slabs on either side right here to complete that. The gardening around the church is complete also. I haven't added any trees to this, but if you want to, you can add either the pointy Roman cypress trees or the spiral trees from those tutorials. So here we have our doorway, simple door, bit of oak on either side. And for this one, instead of counting all this out, because we've already counted all this out, we're just going to take a look at it. I'm going to scan around the perimeter of the outside, half of it, and then we'll take a look at the inside, and that's going to be our patterning for the rest of the video. So you can see this is mostly bricks with a bit of cobble and deep slate filler here in some places. Right there. For our side door, one of them. For our Theodosian bricks, there's our center line. So if we want to move inside, let's go back to the front, and now let's take a look at everything from the inside. You can see every place you didn't place the glass, you're placing here with obsidian. Now, if obsidian is a little too expensive for you, you can substitute this with perhaps some black stone or polished black stone. Or perhaps if it's too cheap for you, you can use perhaps the gilded black stone. Might look interesting in here if you want to go with that. And then down here for our altar, we're of course using an enchantment table with, of course, the bottle on top of it, and 2 diamond blocks on either side. Because the altar of the church is very important. So we want to make it very nice and expensive, just like that there. Let's see. So I think that's all there is to that phase. Let's go on to the next one. So finish off our doorway here. A couple of torches if you want them. and a bit of oak. And then we will scan around the exterior, placing our diorite and theodosian bricks and these patterns here. And behind that, we'll take a look at the interior. Remember, our pattern is going to be exterior first, and then interior. And just quickly for the altar, we got 2 end rods here. But if you want to, you can replace those with a colored candle of your choice. I would probably go with blue candles just because, but you know, if you want to go with some nice red candles or some orange candles or something, or even some white candles, you can do that. It is your church building after all. So here we've got mostly calcite, you know, nice expensive calcite. Of course, we're using all the expensive materials on the inside of our church building, and the more common stuff on the outside. Which, of course, that is a very Roman way to do the building. You want to spend all of your money on the inside of the building and the front facade, and the rest of it can kind of be just, you know, whatever. And the Byzantines really took that to heart. So here we want to have a bit more here for the door frame. And let's scan around the exterior here on our next phase. Of course, a bit of glass here for our windows. If you want to, you can make the stained glass in here multicolored. But just for the purposes of the tutorial here, I thought it'd be easier if they were just all the same color. So I went with my favorite. We light blue stained glass to match our floor in there. And also to match all the lapis on the walls and the ceiling and everything. Alright. That's half of it. Let's now take a look at the inside half. Right here. And it's pretty easy. While we're doing the walls here and everything, it won't get more difficult till we start doing the half domes. Alrighty. That's all there is for that one. Let's go on to the next phase. Detail for the door frame, and let's scan around the exterior. Even though the building is so small, we could probably just scan around the exterior and dispense with the interior, but we're gonna do both. All right. And now on the interior here. Take a closer look at our window. And then, of course, we got the extra block of glowstone over there for the Orthodox cross on the wall. All right, next phase, exterior detailing. It's mostly diorite. It's going to be our pattern. It's gonna rigidly alternate between diorite and bricks for the rest of the build, pretty much. I really wanted to lean in hard to the Theodosian aesthetic for the exterior of the building. That's why it's that way. And of course, the back wall in typical Roman style is absolutely plain. All right, interior. Detail of the window. Bit more of the cross there. Of course, we have the up and down thing at the bottom. Makes it a little asymmetrical. I'm told it has something to do with the 2 thieves on either side of the cross. One was redeemed and the other was sadly not. That's why they're pointed that way. Of course, if I'm wrong about that, I'm sure I'll be corrected in the comments. That's what I've been told. So here we've got the detail for this little window over the doorway. Now at the exterior again, more good sturdy theodosian bricks. And actually, with all the brickwork and the overdone mortar, um, it makes Byzantine buildings a little bit more earthquake-proof than previous designs. That's kind of one of the reasons why that's that way. It's not quite as good for earthquaking as the Asian buildings, but it's, for masonry, it's pretty good. Because all that extra mortar in the building kind of soaks up the seismic waves and everything. And so my buildings like the Hagia Sophia are still standing today. All right, that's half our building. Let's go on to the next phase. A detailing for our window and the exterior, back, of course, to Dar, right? Some upside down brick stairs here. Right there. That's for some protruding decorative window frames at the top there. All right, let's take a look at the interior. It's pretty much the same. You can see for the interior, we're pretty much just going straight up on all these blocks here. Nothing too complicated on that. Alrighty, next phase, exterior at the front. Another upside down stair there and here. And then just straight across the back. Alright, interior detailing now. Pretty much the same. Be a couple more phases and it'll start getting complicated though. Alrighty, next phase, exterior detailing. More upside down stairs here. There. Alright, let's take a look on the inside now. Some upside down quartz stairs here for our two pillars and our two pilasters. Of course, that's the acanthus leaves for our Corinthian capitals, even though they would be the more stylized Byzantine acanthus type variants that seem to be more like, they're interesting actually. They seem to be more like ionic, but it's wrapped in acanthus leaves and very deeply carved. It's an interesting design. Even though I prefer the earlier Corinthian myself. So a detailing on the exterior here. But Minecraft, it's upside down stairs. That's as much detailing as we can possibly shove into it. So. All right, some upside down stairs here for a little cornice. Going that way, just a hint of a cornice. It's not a full entablature, but it's kind of a holdover. From the earlier designs. Right there. All right, interior detailing here. Port stairs again, second level up for those. And finish off our cross incised into the apse on the east end down here by the altar. All right, next phase, exterior detailing. Bit of window, bit of upside down stairs. Here, got this little decorative frame protruding from the tops of the windows, just to make the building a little bit more 3D. Got half slabs here, and then blocks of deep slate tiles behind that. And of course, this frame here is just like that one up over there. And then a simple wall here at the back. All right, for the interior, we've got an echo of the baseboards of obsidian down there, but at this level up here. So just take a look at that from the top. And I think that those are actually half slabs. Right here, these are half slabs of cut copper. For just a little hint of a coffer design here on the sides, just an echo of the old Roman styles of doing things. All right, back in here, detailing next phase, exterior windowing, upside down brick stairs, and pretty much bricks everywhere else, and cobble and waxed cut copper now on top of that obsidian. But we'll take a look at that in a moment. Let's do the little side roofs out here. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of these filler blocks. There's just enough structural detailing, just enough heft there to hold up the piers for the dome and the rest of the church and the half slabs and everything. The half slabs, I mean the half domes down here on either end. And because we do have to have some of that, it's not full Gothic, where we will want to fit it absolutely as tight as possible. It is still masonry, so we do have to have some chunky parts for structural stability. There. That's why we don't have any flying buttresses on the building, so we don't need them. All right, exterior, next phase. Diorite, a bit of cobblestone, bricks, and calcite, and quartz for the interior. All right, that's the exterior. Let's take a look at it again from the interior here. The quartz here is a run of upside down stairs, just a little hint of an entablature on top of our columns. Just here and there, we have details echoing the old ancient Roman buildings. So here we have detailing exterior next phase for this window here at the front and the brick framing around that. Our large side windows here. Not unlike something you would find in a Roman bathhouse. But of course here recycled for ecclesiastical Byzantine architecture. Alrighty, next phase. No, I mean not next phase. Same phase, still interior detailing here. We've got a couple of quartz half slabs here. Windows behind that. Right there. And now we can go on to the next phase. A couple of bricks and upside down stairs there and a half slab. And the diorite along the side here with looks like some stray bricks there for filler. And then the detailing for the windows. And the simple walls there at the back. Alright, wait. I forgot to look at the inside, didn't I? Oops. Okay. So we get a little archway right here over our doorway, just like they have in the Hagia Sophia. Try to do all the details in Mini Sophia. Right here. Because people have been wanting a Hagia Sophia type design done in the Theodosian style, and of course this is my answer to that. Since I've already done it on the large scale in the Roman cathedral tutorial, we'll do it on sort of a medium scale here in the Byzantine Orthodox Church tutorial. Upside down cornice of not stone brick, of just plain red brick, the good Theodosian brick stairs. And here you want to tie those into each other like so. And here. And then we've got our big central arch on either side there. With our windows. And then the back down here is the same sort of deal as the front. Alright, interior detailing. I want to cap off our arch there. And then we've got the two scalloped half domes. Or I guess these are actually small domes scalloped into the larger half dome, I should say. And I believe it's the first block of our pendentives forming there to hold up our dome. And then back down here. Just simple full block architecture for that one because we don't have lapis stairs and half slabs. At least not in this version of the game. Maybe sometime in the future. I mean, to be honest, I want a stair and a half slab for everything. But we don't get that. We have to make do with what we've got, and that's of course bricks. Here at the front, we got brick half slabs on top, and forming our roof now. But yeah, a bit of the roof there with the deep slate tiles. Alright, our side windows here. And the tiles finishing off the half dome at the back. Right there. Alright, let's take a look from the inside here. Like so. And then here at the back. Alright, so that finishes off our small scalloped domes. Now we are only focusing on the rest of the half dome in there. Let's see. Next phase, starting here at the front. We've got now the roof structure and the ribbing for that. Even though this style of architecture doesn't technically have the ribbing stuff in it, I mean it does a little bit, but it's usually done out of the same material as the tiling. It's usually, I think it's like the lead sheets that cover the roof. But here, just to make it look a bit more interesting in Minecraft, I've done the ribbing in brick, like I tend to do on the other Roman stuff I've done. So I just think it makes the building look nicer. Exterior detailing along here. And the same sort of thing here at the back. In fact, I think from this point on upwards, this end down here ought to be symmetrical to that one. But let's take a look now at the interior. Take a look from below here real quick. And then let's come back and take a above view. All right, next phase, exterior detailing here. To cover up our domes and everything. Half slabs there for that. And of course, this end down here is just like how you built it there at the front. So let's take a look on the inside from the top down. Let's take a look from below. All right, next phase. Finishing off the roof and ribbing here for the roof of the half domes on the side. Right there, and then we've got a decorative cornice of upside down bricks starting back there and continuing on over here. And see the end right here. They start right back there. And then it's just the same here at the back as you did at the front. Same thing. All right. Now you can see we've got a nice pleasing circle here. That means we're getting ready to build our dome. Let's take a look at this from below first. Finishing off our pendentives here. You can just imagine that those are mosaics of the 4 cherubim around the throne of God. Well, you know, Minecraft. That means that we've got a couple of blocks. You know, just if you stand back, and kind of look sideways at it, you can maybe see that. All right, so top down detailing, just we've got all that, like so. And let's go on to the next phase, where of course we're building the windows for our dome to kind of separate the dome from the rest of the building just a little bit. The ancient accounts all say that the dome of the Hagia Sophia looked like that it was suspended from heaven by a chain because of all the windows. They couldn't see how it was connected to the rest of the building. They thought it was quite a wonder, and it still is. All right, so brick half slabs you can see right here all around the edges in a big square, just like that, all around the edges. And then behind that, we want to do every other block with half slabs in front of that, with this pattern here with panes of glass here and there in between that. Like so. And once you do a quarter of that, the other 3 quarters are exactly the same. They're just rotated 90 degrees. Like this. Take a look at that from the inside so you can see. Although I suppose down here where we have this cobble underneath that glass, I probably should have put a bit more, either a bit of brick or a bit of calcite. Probably a bit of brick. I think would look fine there, but it's fine. You can't see any of that from down here. All right, let's go on to the next phase. We're only building our dome now. We're kind of in the home stretch, I think. Making pretty good time on this one. Let's see. So we'll start here at the front and do our diorite detailing with the cut copper behind that, and just extend up all the glass panes. Just straight up. Just like so. All right, next level up, do exactly the same thing, except put bricks instead of diorite. See there, all the way around. Let's go on to the next phase. Now we're putting diorite again on the exterior. With a bit of cobble filler there. Like so. And then behind that, you can see we're just doing a ring of calcite. This is right on top of this one you put down here. This ring there and that one are identical for that. So we'll just take a quick top down of that. And we'll go on to the next phase. We're putting a little decorative cornice around the base of the dome. Right here of upside down brick stairs. And then behind that, just fill it all in with brick. Right there. And then on the interior here, we have a bit, I think we have a bit of leftover lapis in there that probably doesn't need to be there. I don't remember. We'll see on the next phase. Let me just go ahead and take a quick look. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be some extra filler lapis. I didn't optimize the filler of the building because it was so small. So here we've got the detailing on the inside. We've got this ring of cut copper, waxed cut copper right there. Of course, that's our dome beginning to close around us. There at the top. Up here, we've got a bit more ribbing, to echo our ribbing we already did down there. We've got a bit more ribbing for our dome. I mean, I just love putting ribbing on the domes. I can't help myself. It has to be done. Just looks too good not to do it. And then behind that, we've got the deep slate tiles and lapis for the interior of the dome. And I thought about making the dome on this a bit more, dome-like, but it didn't fit with the proportions of the inside, and because, the Byzantine churches aren't built that way anyway. So, the roof, the lead on the roof has to hug the shape of the dome. That's just how it is. So interior detailing here, lapis and glowstone, just like this here. So I did try and make it as faithful and structurally accurate as I could, without cheating too much. All right, next level up here, next phase for the dome, detailing for the ribs and the tiles. Right there, and for the interior detailing here, the copper and the lapis. All right, next phase, next level up. Exterior detailing for the dome. We're in the home stretch now. Just got a couple of phases left to do. right there. And on the interior here, detailing for that, let's take a look at it from below. Yeah. All right, next phase, exterior for the dome. And then a top down there of that. We'll take a look at it from below. And I'm not aware of any Orthodox churches that have an oculus up there. So even though that kind of, it's a little Pantheon detailing. But we do have more to build. I believe up here is actually where you would have the mosaic of Christ Pantocrator. It would be at the top of the dome there. Presumably, that's still in the Hagia Sophia underneath the other mosaics. I mean, I'm sure it's still there. It's just covered up, although I'd love to see it. All right, detailing for the top there, and let's land, go inside, and that's going to be the interior of Mini Sophia complete, just like so. Now, because I can't fit a giant mosaic of Christ Pantocrator up here, I elected to go for just a simple glowstone cross shape right there. Hope that's all right. I know that's a bit iconoclastic of me, but, Minecraft. Can't always get the detailing. The fine detailing, anyway. We do our best. But, last little bit of detailing up here for our dome. Almost done. Right there. That, fill it all in with cobble. Penultimate phase here. We got, well, wait. Almost. So a bit of brick half slabs and a brick block right there on top. And then penultimate phase here, a block of diorite. And then I didn't really feel like slicing the church up again for the rest of this. So you can see here, just you want to make this design here of your Greek Orthodox cross right there. And once you have done that, your Orthodox Minecraft church will be complete. So I hope you have enjoyed the tutorial for the Orthodox Church, and until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you, and I will see you next time.